What's good, y'all? Welcome back to another video. Right now, it is New Year's Eve, 5:10. Sorry if I sound a little weird. Just woke up from a nap. I wanted to talk about my 2025 and my 2026 goals. I'm not gonna waste any time because I have a decently amount of stuff that I want to talk about, but the video's not gonna be very long. First of all, it's later on my list. I have a list. It's later on my list, but I'll talk about it now. If you noticed in my other videos, I had long hair. I'll probably throw some pictures up in editing, but now I have short hair. I don't know if you can really tell. It's just this middle part now. Probably not. At the beginning of the year, me and my friends, we went to WeebCon 2025. There's a whole video about it. I'll put in the link in the description. You should watch it. It's funny, it's cool. I'll also throw some pictures up of everything. It was a very fun time and a great way to start off the year because I believe that was in March or April, somewhere around there. And I went to WeebCon in 2024. Convention building was different. It was like this whole town in Dallas. It was just so much fun hanging out with the boys, getting some signatures from some of my favorite voice actors. It was great. I loved it. Thank God. Obviously, I went to that with them. The second thing, I believe this happened before we went to WeebCon. Me and two other friends, we went to go see Tyler the Creator live. I'm pretty sure you've seen my Tyler the Creator video, but if you don't know, I'm a big Tyler the Creator fan. In that WeebCon video, you can see me wearing the Chromacopia hoodie. I don't think I have any videos or pictures of me with the Chromacopia tour shirt, but I do wear it a lot. And that was the second live concert I've been to, the first one being JPEG Mafia. And Tyler, when people say Tyler's a performer, he is a performer. Oh my gosh, that concert was. I love JPEG Mafia, he's my favorite artist, but Tyler's concert just blew it out the water. It was amazing. I'll probably have some like videos playing in the background. Just hearing some of my favorite songs live. It was just amazing. I mentioned that JPEG Mafia was my favorite artist, so I kind of want to talk about something else now. Not about JPEG Mafia, but about something else that was my favorite, but it kind of got bumped down. As you can see behind me, I have Pierce the Veil, Selfish Machines. If you watch my Pierce the Veil video of the rankings, you would know, I think I said many, many times that Pierce the Veil was my favorite band. That is no longer the case. Kinda. I would still tie them at number one for my favorite band, but if someone asked me, like, you can't do that, you can't just have two number ones, then they would be my number two. You might be asking, who's my number one? Deftones. I was gonna make a video talking about Deftones and my favorite albums. I never really got around to doing that. I should. I was gonna name the video something like Pierce the Veil might not be my favorite band anymore, which is technically the case. Like I said, they're tied for number one. But if I'm not allowed to do that, then they're my number two. Deftones at number one. And one of the big reasons why, not just because I like the music better, a lot of people have nostalgia ties to Pierce the Veil when they were like in middle school or early high school or something like that. I didn't. In that Pierce the Veil video, I mentioned that I found them last year in 2024. So, they're still new to me, I guess. And it's been a year now since I became a fan, a year and some change. And to me, Deftones, I have more nostalgia ties to Deftones. Ever since I was like pretty much a child, my dad would have like the radio on the rock station and, Change would be on, My Own Summer would be on. For me, I have more nostalgia ties to Deftones, and I think it's like one of the big reasons why it's my favorite band now. Just like how Pierce the Veil has nostalgia tied, Deftones just has nostalgia tied. And I'll give my top three right now, since I wasn't able to make the video. Actually, I'll go three, two, one. Or number three is gonna be Diamond Eyes. My favorite song is title track Diamond Eyes, but a lot of people might say that's basic. So if I were to give a unique top, I'll say Rocket Skates. My main answer is Diamond Eyes, the self-titled track. Number two, White Pony. Everybody loves White Pony, rightfully so. It's a great album. I have the White Pony CD somewhere. I have the White Pony CD right there next to the Toji figure that my friend gave me. My favorite song on White Pony is Change in the House of Flies. People might say that's a basic answer, but if I want to be unique, I'll give it to Elite. Elite is very, very good. I don't know, just something about Elite is great. Listen to it if you haven't. But besides Elite, Change in the House of Flies. My number one favorite Deftones album. You can probably notice it on my wall and in the back right here on my manga collection. Around the Fur. I love Around the Fur. White Pony and Around the Fur are the only albums that like are constantly in my rotation. Not because I don't like the other albums. I love the other albums, but I love White Pony and Around the Fur so much that I'm always listening to those albums. But Around the Fur is just way better to me. Not way better, but like it's just I love Around the Fur. It's such a good album. And the album cover is cool too. I love the album cover. And it's that album cover I also have ties, like nostalgia ties to seeing it. If I were to give my favorite song, I would say My Own Summer Shove It. People might think either that song or Be Quiet and Drive Far Away. Actually no, it's Labia. Labia is such a goated song. When I listened to their whole discography this year, because that's what I did, like I did with Pierce the Veil, I listened to their whole discography, except for the cover albums, which I need to listen to. And I heard Labia. Oh my gosh, such a good song. Alright, after that, when was it? My friend and I went to WWE, SmackDown. I don't know if you know this, I haven't really talked about it much, but I am a huge WWE fan. I think it was this year or late last year late last year as in 2024, because I don't know if this video is going to be up by before 2026. So if this is after in 2026, happy new year. um but it was either December 2024 or like late 2024. I definitely know somewhere like early 2025. I got back into WWE because I used to be way into it when I was a child, and then as I got older, I kind of fell off of it. But then everybody around me, my family and friends, they would talk about WWE, and I was like, you know what? I might as well pick it back up, and fell in love with WWE so much, in fact, that my friend and I went to one of the live shows in my town, and it was one of the best live events I went to. I don't want to. I would tie them for like the Tyler concert in WWE. If I had to choose one, it would be the WWE. Just to see what they do live, like the live acrobats that they do in one take. Anything can go wrong, but seeing all the big moves live, seeing just like my some of my favorite wrestlers, seeing some of my favorite like moves like by wrestlers, like their finishers or whatever, seeing that live, oh my gosh. You can't see it. You can definitely see it in my videos when I go full cam like this, but I have signed WWE posters from some of my favorite women wrestlers. I'll take a picture of it and put it on the screen. But it's Roxanne Perez and Kairi Sane. I also have two signed wrestler posters on this wall over here above Biba Doobie. It's John Cena and Cody Rhodes. That was probably like the best live event I ever went to. It was just such a great time when me and my friend went. And I definitely want to go next year and see my other favorite wrestlers. My favorite woman wrestler right now is Io Sky and Rhea Ripley. And they might go to the show that I might go to next year. Plus, my favorite wrestler of all time is Edge, but Edge doesn't wrestle in WWE anymore. He's in AEW. I'm sorry, my leg itches. So my favorite current like WWE wrestler is CM Punk, and I think CM Punk, Io Sky, Rhea Ripley, they might go to the show that I might go to next year. Now, I want to talk into something a little bit more serious. This year, I don't think I uploaded much, but this year, towards like the second half, basically the second half of this year, was probably one of my best year making videos. The first half I was kind of uploading here and there, just like clips. My format used to be like whatever clips I have, I'll just throw them into an editor, edit them. That would be the video. But I made the change to do more solo stuff, horror stuff, because I mentioned this in the video when I started it. My biggest inspirations for doing that was like Corey Kenshin, 3FS, and Berleezy. Those are like the main three that inspired me to do like horror stuff. And I'm so glad I did, because those videos have broke triple digits. And so I'm so glad to see other people like them. And it's such a relief, because, obviously I was nervous. Like, what if this doesn't do well? The Lord blessed me, and, those videos did great. Even though I did have some videos that didn't get a lot of views, usually it was like the part twos to videos that didn't get a lot. I'm still very grateful that people even watched and subscribed. That's the main thing. I think I went in this year with like 101, 102 subscribers. Now we're at 121. To any other person, that might be little, but to me, I feel like that's just such a huge accomplishment. And to me, that's a successful year. And I'm very glad and I'm very blessed to have that. Thank you guys so much for watching. The video's not ending. Thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you for just, you know, hitting the subscribe, hitting the like, and thank you for leaving comments and telling me how much you like the videos, because that's another thing I love seeing when I'm scared to do something and then I'm just like, I gotta do it. And I see the comments just like, this was great, loved it, loved this content, whatever. Even if it wasn't horror, my Persona 3 video, the part one, it did fantastic. A lot of people like that one. My Call of Duty Zombies video, that I got a lot of comments on that saying congratulations and giving me tips and all that. Thank you very much for the support on that video. It was a lifelong accomplishment. Not, I don't want to say lifelong. It was an accomplishment that I've been meaning to get for a long time. I finally did it. Even if I couldn't capture all of it, that's fine. But I still set out a goal, achieved it, I posted it, and it got great feedback. My second to recent video, the Five Nights at Candy's 3, you have no idea how much I had trouble making that video with my editing software. And then I finally figured out what the problem was. But before that, I was just so tempted to just scrap the video. I don't know if I have it anymore, but I was gonna post like a completely different video, like editing wise, format wise, and I didn't find that entertaining. And so I was like, I gotta figure out this problem because this video that I'm about to post, it's not that good. So I figured out the problem, I made it better, and I'm so glad that took the drive to find what was wrong and make the video a lot better, because that is either my most viewed or my second most viewed video behind like the AMV that I did in high school. I'm so glad that that hard work paid off. Thank you so much. That leads into, if I'm forgetting anything about 2025, I'll probably talk about it in another video. I think that's it. I'm pretty sure I'll probably find some, I'll probably, once I'm editing, I'm like, oh, I should have said that. I want to get this before 2026, but if it comes out after, like I said, Happy New Year. Now I want to talk about my 2026. I don't like using the word resolutions. Everybody has those. People don't achieve them. I just goals. My goals. My first one, I'm gonna put this one out first. It's kind of a funny one. I remember I made a video called Love, explaining my whole woman situation. Basically, to sum it up, my whole women situation has been very mixed and tangled and all that. I try a lot and it doesn't end up going anywhere. It's funny because after that video, I was talking to another girl and she was Christian. So I was like, oh, maybe this will end up going somewhere. And, to my luck, it didn't go anywhere. Basically, what I explained about in that video happened again. But yeah, just to sum it up, it was just like, I try a lot. I try to talk to women, try to be with them. It doesn't end up happening. And it's just that constant cycle. But hopefully in 2026, but I say that to say, in 2026, one of my goals is to shoot my shot more. One thing I don't mention in that video is I kind of played victim a lot in that video, where I kind of blame it on luck or the women themselves or something like that. But to be honest, I'm too scared to shoot my shot, because if you shoot 100 shots, one's bound to go in. Even if you're not good at basketball, you'll figure out a way and you'll learn as you go and you'll eventually make one in. So one of my goals next year is to shoot my shot more. My friends and family who know me, I never shoot my shot. I barely shoot my shot. This should be the final thing. Biggest goal is to upload more consistently and get better at my editing. Now, looking back on my other videos, my editing isn't terrible. I know how to jump cut. I know how to edit, but I feel like I can just do a lot better. I'm not proud of the kind of video I made. The recent video, the Roblox horror game, I'm kind of not proud of that video because I feel like I could have done more editing on it. One reason why I didn't upload that much was because of laziness. I don't know why I have laziness if I love editing and love making videos. That shouldn't be a thing. But I guess, it's part of human nature. There's times where I'm genuinely busy with other stuff. Most of the time it's because I'm lazy and I just want to play Marvel Rivals. Expect more videos next year. This is something I love doing, and this is something I want to get better at. Even on days where I'm like, I'll do it. When I procrastinate, I'll be like, no, I got to get this out. I got to do this. This is what I want to do. I have to put in the work. If you want to achieve something in life, you got to put work into it. That's a basic saying, but it's true. It's just simple but great. It's kind of ironic because this video, it's not going to be like heavily edited because this is more of a serious video. And that's basically what I have on my list. I can't really think of anything right now. Like I said, I just woke up from a nap. I can talk about my Spotify Wrapped real quick. I'll throw up the pictures on the screen. My favorite artist was JPEG Mafia. I am a top 0.01% listener. My favorite album was, I believe, Veteran, which is true. First half of this year, maybe like January through July, I constantly had Veteran on repeat. And then after that, I did have it on repeat, but not as much as I did the first half. And then my favorite song was Baby I'm Bleeding. Oh my gosh. Such a good song. One song on my top five that I didn't expect to be on there was Sugar on My Tongue because of how recent that song is in that album. But oh my gosh, like I said in the Tyler video, that is my favorite song. I still have it on repeat to this day. Like on my, I ended up switching Spotify accounts because of some other reasons I'm not gonna get into. I wouldn't be surprised if my new Spotify account had Sugar on My Tongue, number one Spotify Rap 2026. But right now it's my number one on repeat, and I have the proof. I will show you guys the proof. Check this out. Right there, Sugar on My Tongue. Anyways, other than that, I hope you guys have a great 2026. Whatever goal you want to achieve, you can achieve it just by putting in the work. One of my other goals that I didn't mention because I didn't want to be judged was to work out more. I feel like I can work out a lot more, but that's like everybody's goal in 2026, but that's legit one of mine. A lot of people are too like lazy or tired or they don't like working out. But me, every time I did work out, I enjoyed it. It's just I couldn't, the type of person I am, I have commitment issues, so I just can't stick to it. So and definitely in 2026, I am gonna work out more, put down a lot of the bad foods, and drink a lot more water. I mean, look, good progress right here. I had this 3 liter of water. It's already almost done. I'm trying to cut out a lot of soda, a lot of the bad drinks and foods and stuff like that. Even though I have food on the table that you can't see. One more goal of mine. One of my dreams is to be a filmmaker, and I can do that. So I definitely want to try to do a lot more filmmaking stuff. If I do a lot more filmmaking stuff, then I won't post it on this channel. I'll post it on my other channel. But I think that's like the last thing. I shouldn't remember anything else. But that's definitely a big one, is try to be a filmmaker because I want to be a filmmaker. I just got to put more time into writing, put more time into editing and filming and all that. I wasn't the best writer in school, but I can definitely improve by the inspirations that I've had with movies and short films that I've seen. I feel like I can do something great. Hope you guys have a good 2026. I hope 2025 was good, and if it wasn't, I'm sorry. 2026 will be better. I pray that every one of y'all had a good 2025 and we'll have a good 2026. I understand not all of my viewers and subscribers are Christian, but just know, coming from a Christian, God is with you. God loves you. Even if you are not a believer, He's still there, and He's hoping every day that you'll find Him. My experience with Christianity, I never talk about this, but my experience with Christianity, there's been tough times. Nobody said Christianity was easy. If Christianity was easy, everybody would do it. But there is a lot of trials that get put before you, and you just have to put it all in the hands of God, and He will help you. I'm not the best at preaching the gospel, but that's another thing too. That's probably the biggest one of my 2026. And that's how I'm going to end this video off. I'm going to, try to, even though I am a Christian, I do want to try to be more Christian. Spend more time in the Bible. Pray more. Like I said, I understand most of y'all, some of y'all might not be Christian. That's okay. I like to tell people one of God's greatest gifts is a conscience to make decisions with. And all I can do is just tell you about God, and it's your decision if you want to follow Him or not. I'm not forcing it down anybody's throat. I don't like that. There's a lot of old Christians out there that make the type of Christian I am look bad because a lot of people have trauma towards that. I don't think people should have trauma towards Christianity in general. I try to be the best Christian I can without forcing it down people's throats. Yeah, that's probably the biggest one, is to get closer to God. And I hope my videos can inspire you to do the same. And if you don't, it's completely fine. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you so much for the new subscribers. Thank you just so much for watching. This year was the best year for me, YouTube wise. And that's all thanks to y'all. Thank you guys for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Stay safe. God bless. And I'll see you guys in 2026.